Guys, today I will show you how to create a trigger in MySQL. Basically, there are three types of trigger: insert, update, and delete. You can use this three type of trigger after or before, like after insert, after update, before update, after delete, before delete. So basically, I'm going to give a demo to how to create a trigger and use it. Basically, I'm using the triggers for logging purpose. So suppose I have this table TVL test with ID and name. Let's create this table first. Okay, and I'm going to insert one record in it with ID 1 and name as Mark. Now I want to log whenever there is any update on this table. I want to log all these transactions in TVL test log. So I'm going to create one more table which is TVL test log. Up now I'm going to create a trigger for update. Whenever any update happens in this table, I want to log it on in TVL test log. So let's create the trigger. You can write create trigger, trigger name, after or before, date, on, for each row, begin and end. Between this begin and end, we have to write a query for logging. Now in inside trigger you can use old and new. Old keyword is used for old value as in before update, and new keyword is used for new value, that is after update. Old ID, old name, new name. Oh, I have missed table. So basically syntax is create trigger, trigger name after update on table name. Now let's check it. I'm going to update name as Mark 2. ID equal to 1. So it's done. Now as you can check in TVL test, we have updated I name to Mark 2 where ID is 1. Now if you want to check what happened to this name, you can check in this log table ID, old name and new name. So basically there is one update. Old name is Mark and new name after update is Mark 2. So you can trace out what was the original name at this ID and what happened after update and all this kind of stuff. So triggers are basically very useful, but I will suggest not to use triggers on large table because it will hamper your performance.
What's up, guys? This is MySQL Gyan, and today's topic is joins in MySQL. This is one of the most important topic in MySQL. So, without further delay, let's start. So the first question comes to your mind is what do you mean by join? So join is basically used to query data between two or more tables based on relationship between columns of these tables. So there must be one common column between two or three tables which you are supposed to join. Let me give you a proper example so that you will understand the use and purpose of joins. Well, this is a very simple example. We have table underscore A and table underscore B. Table A consists of employee ID and employee name. table B consists of employee ID and employee department. We have primary key on employee ID. Primary key on both of these tables will be the same, employee ID. Now on both of these tables we have one thing in common, that is employee ID. And we have asked to extract employee ID, employee name along with their department. So for this kind of task we have to use joins to extract this information. So our query will be select a.employee ID, a.employee name, b.employee department from table A, join table B as B on a.employee ID equal to b.employee. So what this query will do, it will join on the basis of employee ID and give us employee name and employee department. Now if this query will join on the basis of employee ID and will extract only that employees that is common in both of these tables. If we have some employees that is present in this table and not present in this table, this query will not return those employees, and we have some employees that is present in this table and not present in this table, this query will not return those employees as well. So basically this is a join query. This is a simple join query, not left outer join, not right outer join. Just give you the common of the employee which is present in both of these tables. Moving forward, we want to extract information that is present in table A but not in table B. We want to extract those employees which are present in table A but not in table B. So as you can see, Ram, Sita and Lakshman is present in table A and as well as table B, whereas Sanya is only present in table A, not in table B. So it's quite visible. We want to extract only Sanya. So what will be the procedure? So for this kind of request, we will use left join. As you can see, the whole query will be the same. We have used left join before, but only part we have added is this one, where b.employee department is none. So when we are joining these two tables, employee ID is present, 1 to 3 employee ID is present in both of these tables. So for fourth employee ID, employee department is not present. Employee ID is also not present. So you can write b.employee ID is null or b.employee department or whatever b.column is null. This will give you that employee which is present in table A but not in table B. Now coming to right join, when you want to extract information that is present in table B but not present in table A. So there are two types of right join, right outer join and right join. So right outer join will extract all the information that is present in table A as well as not present in table A. It will give you a whole right table. And right join will only give you that information that is extra in table B but not present in table A. So let's start with right outer join. So right outer join will give you all this stuff, 1, 2, 3 and 5, all these employee IDs irrespective of its matching or not in table A. So we'll see the query, select b.employee ID, a.employee name, b.employee department from table A as A, right join table B as B on a.employee ID equal to b.employee ID. So a.employee ID and b.employee ID. So right table is B. So on B we have 1, 2, 3 and 5. So fifth employee ID is not present in table B, but as we have written right join, it will give you 1, 2, 3 and 5, and against 5 employee name will be none. So it will return 1 Ram database, 2 Sita database, 3 Lakshman QA and 5 null and QA. So null will be hence employee name, but it will return it because we have written right join. Moving forward, when you want to extract only those employees which are present in table B and not present in table A, then at that point of time you will use a right join, not right outer join, only a right join. So query will be the same. You have used the right join before, but you will add where a.employee name is null or whatever a.column name, whatever column is present on the table A is null. So this will only give you 5. So we have selected b.employee ID. b.employee ID is 5, a.employee name. Employee name is null because 5 is not present in table A, so it will return null, and b.employee department name, that will be QA. That is the example of right join. You have gone through the basic of joins, so I just wanted to go through the basic checks before you create a join queries. So first, to identify common columns between the tables you are supposed to join. If there are more than one column that are common in these two tables, or more than two tables we are supposed to join. Identify the primary or unique key in these tables which are common. So suppose for example name might be possible that common in the two tables you are supposed to join, but there might be redundant name. So instead of name, use employee ID, because employee ID will be unique, name will not be a unique. Choose primary or unique key for the join queries, and check data types before joining. So data types is most important. So suppose employee ID in one table is integer and employee ID in one table is varchar, and when you join these two tables of different data types, when you join these two columns and the data will be in millions, then it will take a huge amount of time, because MySQL will first cast integer to character or varchar to integer. It is not advisable to join two tables, two columns of different data types. So either change the data type, or if it is not possible for you, create a temporary table on join on the way on that temporary tables instead. And also check the size of tables before joining these two tables. Suppose you have two tables of billions of data and that are of like 50 or 100 of GBs or TBs of data. So check the sizes of this table and create a temporary table if you want to store the output, before you do not want to use this select query again and again for this output. So instead of this, create a temporary table or create a intermediate table for the output of the join. So these are some basic checks which you can do. Join can be very useful at times. For example, at a time of reconciliation, data is present in one table, not present in another, or data is present in B table or not present in A table. I hope you will get basic idea about joins, left join, left outer join, right join, and right outer join. Joins will be very useful, but you use it with precaution, because joins will have a huge impact on database performance if not used wisely. So this is MySQL Gyan, and I will see you in the next video.